Welcome to the podcast. Kind of breaking news. The man with the highest IQ in the world announced that he believes in Jesus. And I wanted to look at the video itself and then kind of give my thoughts on it afterwards.
My idea, my thoughts about afterlife. I think our consciousness continues beyond death, definitely. Our consciousness is not just brain activity, but it is something deeper. I think you believe this. Science says that when the brain stops, then our consciousness disappears. You believe this now, but quantum physics says that information never disappears. Never. It only changes in forms. If our consciousness is quantum information, it may continue after the body is gone. For example, like computer data stored in the cloud, our consciousness may not be trapped in the brain. Quantum entanglement suggests that our consciousness is part of a bigger system beyond the physical world. Some scientists and philosophers believe that our world may be a simulation created by a higher dimension of being, which I believe. If this is true, then the death is not the end, but a shift to another reality. Just like a video game character disappears, but the player still exists. Our consciousness may continue in a higher dimension like this. Many people with near-death experience says they saw their bodies from above or felt warm light and deep peace. They say they felt warm light and peace. These experiences seem like moving from one system to another, I think. So, if reality is part of something bigger, then death is not the end, but it is a transition, shift to another reality. Science is growing now, and we are learning more about consciousness and reality. Our death is not destruction, but change and shift. Humanity will keep searching for the truth about what comes after life. Thank you.
I like the analogy he uses about it being kind of like a video game, but that's just because I like video games. But it does make sense if they say, like, you can't delete anything. At least that's what I've heard, is that no matter what, if you delete something, it's always going to be stored. The information is just scattered. And if you have a way to regather that information, then you can restore deleted stuff. It has to go somewhere. And so in the same way, he's saying something about quantum entanglement, that the data is, always there. So in the same way, our consciousness is always there. So I think that's really cool. And also he was saying, like, a video game character, like the player who's controlling the character, the character can die or something, but the player is still alive outside of the character. I think that's really cool. So if the man with the highest IQ believes in Jesus, then it would be kind of foolish not to believe in Jesus. And I think personally, we're getting closer and closer to Jesus returning. So it's less chances for those who don't believe to come to the faith, to believe in Jesus. And if Jesus comes down and you don't believe in him, and he's like, too late, that's probably a very, very scary feeling that's going to happen for those that are going to experience that. I think in the Bible it describes it as like those people are going to like run into mountains and ask the mountain to squish them because they're scared to face God and his wrath. So it's scary times, especially now that people are saying World War III is going to happen. It's time to come to the faith more than ever before. It's more important now than ever before.